Welcome to the video. My name's Steven. Today, I want to talk about the three different kind of entrepreneurs: the wantrepreneur, the solopreneur, and the entrepreneur. And which one are you? And I guarantee you, you're not the one you think you are. A week ago, maybe, I was talking to a business strategist, and me and him were going over just everything in the business. He was asking me questions, he was giving me tips, that sort of thing. At one point, he called me an entrepreneur. He said I had moved from solopreneur to entrepreneur, and I had never heard the term solopreneur before. And he basically explained it to me, and it makes total sense. And actually, I kind of want to have my own little add-on to what a solopreneur means. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to be making content like this all the time. Let's get into it. The wantrepreneur. And I originally heard this term from Alex Hormozi. It's this concept of someone who calls himself an entrepreneur, but doesn't have entrepreneurial traits and doesn't commit entrepreneurial actions. This kind of person is, first of all, anybody ever who's ever said, I want to start a business, and they're serious about actually wanting to start a business, but doesn't start a business. So if you're watching this and you've said to yourself, I'm going to start a business, and then you don't, you are what's classified as a wantrepreneur. But I'd also like to add a couple other things to this wantrepreneur ideology, right? This is the kind of person who maybe also has started a business, but then isn't making any money and isn't working hard to make money. So this is the kind of guy, and I've been there, where you start working, you get about 30 minutes in, you get bored, and then you fall asleep. And then you go right back to playing video games like nothing ever happened. This is the person that's been making cold calls with the same bullshit offer to the same group of people who aren't interested in your shit. If you're fucking sitting there in the middle of the day, hi, my name's Steven. I just wanted to call. I can get you 10 booked appointments or you don't pay at all. You're not an entrepreneur. The people that feel the need to be like humble and scared every time they talk to somebody about their business. The free trial guy. Anyone know about the free trial guy? I'll give you a 15-day free trial if you just sign up for my pack. Please sign up for my package. Bro, you're not an entrepreneur, bro. And if you're not making any money, you're not an entrepreneur. So very simple right there. The wantrepreneur is somebody who doesn't understand business, who doesn't understand offers, and maybe hasn't even started a business. And I'd also like to add there's a bit of arrogance there, a lot of arrogance actually. But the arrogance, I'd say, more moves into the second category that I'm going to be mentioning today. And that second category is the solopreneur. A solopreneur is someone who thinks they can do everything themselves. And that is what the business strategist told me. Someone who works alone in the business and has no one to work with them. That's one thing for a solopreneur. I would like to add this other definition to the solopreneur mindset. The solopreneur is selfish and believes that everything revolves around them. And you can have employees, by the way. This is the kind of person that doesn't care about the customer, only cares about the money. That doesn't care about their employees, that only cares about the money. This is the kind of person that maybe even hates the business they're a part of and only cares about the money. And also, I would like to say too, arrogant. Arrogant is very big. They believe that someone will come and save them. And I see this all the time. I've seen other entrepreneurs assume that because I run a marketing agency, or because someone they know runs a marketing agency, or because they know a marketer, that person's just going to come in and magically fix their business. This is the kind of person that won't take the opportunity to learn because they think they know it all. And that is a big, big problem. I see this all the time with entrepreneurs. I've talked to plenty of them where they won't take time to sit down and learn something of value. They won't take the time to learn how to market their brand or understand an offer. They think it's about them. So their marketing is pay here, buy here, right? Pay here. I saw that the other day actually on a fucking car lot. Bro, you don't get it. That's not how marketing works. Nobody wants to buy your stuff. Everybody wants to solve their problem. And if you're fixing a problem that your marketplace struggles with, you will make significant profits. But if you're just trying to buy your stuff and you're just going to set up camp in a marketplace that doesn't need you, care about you, or like you, or know you, you're fucked. And this is something that the solo entrepreneur struggles with. And then also on top of that, what the other guy was saying, the solo entrepreneur doesn't work with anybody. They just work alone. And I don't think that's necessarily like even it. Again, solo believes in the self. It's all about the self. So yeah, you can still have employees, but you're not worried about your employees. You're worried about the money you get from the business. It turns it into a fucking shit show. And you know how you can tell if you're a solo entrepreneur or a solopreneur? Listen to the way you speak. And that's the thing for me too, is I know who to do business with by the way they talk. Because if the entire time it's all over their sentences, riddled with me and my business, for me, my customers, mine, it's all mine. There's a bit of selfishness and arrogance that goes into thinking that it's all about you, because it's not. That's not what entrepreneurship is for. You're here to help solve people's problems. You're a creator as an entrepreneur, and your job is to help use your creation for good, not for yourself, not for personal benefits. Jesus didn't sell the cross. He didn't die on the cross for, and you can take it how you want. You don't, if you're not Christian or whatever, right? You know the story. Jesus didn't die on the cross for himself, to make himself feel good. He didn't even want to. But he did it for everyone else, to save us, right? I know that was like kind of a far metaphor, but it's the same thing, bro, right? Jesus' purpose was to die on the cross for our sins, not his sins. Jesus didn't have any sins. He did it for us. So as an entrepreneur, you should be doing things for everyone else, for your customers, for your employees, for your friends, for your partners. But if you're just worried about getting a quick buck, you're going to get fucking thrown into the ground, back into the mud, bro. Because this entrepreneur shit isn't easy. Lastly, I want to talk about the entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is someone who understands that they have to work with others. And most importantly, they understand that they are not the best at their job, and they have places to learn and places to improve. And they continue to try and improve every single day. The entrepreneur has a purpose to fulfill. The entrepreneur understands marketing, but knows that they're not the best and can still get better. The entrepreneur knows that nobody is going to come save them except for themselves. They need to get their act together and focus on the business and not themselves. The entrepreneur wants to help and provide and protect and support. So which one are you? I'll say this. What really differentiates the entrepreneur from the solo and entrepreneur? Work ethic. I see this all the time. Entrepreneurs, or whatever they call themselves, working Monday through Friday, but as soon as that last job ends on Friday, they're out partying all weekend. Or maybe in the off season, when they have time off, they'll go party instead of trying to figure out ways to better their business. These are the people that only when the business is struggling, they want help. That's when they'll actually try to be an entrepreneur. But the rest of the time, they're just technicians. There's this book, I forgot who it's written by. It's called The E-Myth. I haven't read it, but I understand the basic premise of it. And there's three people in a business. There's the technician, the manager, and the entrepreneur. And lots of times, people think that they're the entrepreneur when in reality, they're just the technician. Are you a technician? You might know how to hammer a nail into a piece of plywood, but do you know how to market your brand? And plenty of entrepreneurs fall into this category where they think that they are a business owner because they have an LLC and they have an accountant and they don't have a boss. But in reality, the business owns them. They're just a technician. That's all they know how to do. They don't understand anything about marketing, SEO. They don't understand hook points. They don't understand USP. They don't understand analytics. They don't understand CPC. They don't understand impressions. None of that. They don't know how advertisement works. And let me help you out. If you've ever tried a form of advertisement and it didn't work within 3 days and you quit, you're not an entrepreneur, because that's your opportunity to learn and grow. Not to fucking coward and say, oh, it's not going to work for me. I have a website, but it's not getting any clicks. Why is it not getting any clicks? Do you run Google ads? No. Do you have SEO keywords all over your website? No. Do you have a way to book appointments on your website? No. Do you have a way to contact you on your website? And then you want to sit here and say, oh, websites aren't for me. You put up some bullshit template page from Wix and then just assumed that since your website didn't work, that it's stupid. But Target's website works. Walmart's website works. Walmart gets hundreds of thousands of users every single day on their website. Same thing with Amazon. How many times have you been on Amazon? And I know these are big corporate companies. You don't have to be a big corporation to get the same results from a website. But you do have to start building a website and start building a following and start building a group of people that trust you. Do you have reviews on your website? Do you even have a Google My Business? So there's a reason why your website's not working. There's a reason why you're not getting any traffic. Because here's the thing. If you set up a funnel properly and you put the funnel in the right spot in front of the right people, you will have hundreds of people come into your funnel and buy your shit. I would say I'd help you out, but I only work with car detailers now. So, but I understand there, a niche. I have a niche. I have a fucking target audience. There's another question that I beg to ask. Do you know your target market? Do you know the name of the person buying your stuff? Do you know what they do, what their hobbies are, where they go out to eat, where they look for information, what makes them happy, what their nightmares are? Do you know anything about them? Do you know how old they are? What their favorite TV show is? Do they read books? Do they use Facebook? Or do they use Instagram? Or do they use TikTok? Or do they use Google? Or do they go on YouTube? Do you know any of this stuff? What's their biggest fears? Do you know any of that crap? Do you know how to start a funnel? Right? These are all questions you should be asking yourself. And as an entrepreneur, you should spend most of your time thinking and driving the needle forward in the business, working on marketing strategies, working on copyright, working on hooking people in your USP, and learning from other high-level entrepreneurs. To be an entrepreneur, you have to understand that you are not the best, that you need a mentor maybe, that you need help, that there's people maybe in your circle that can help you. But to assume it's all about you is selfish. And to assume that marketing doesn't work because you put up a Facebook ad with $100 is selfish and it's arrogant. So if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you're going to have to buckle the fuck up and learn and humble yourself. Put your head down for like 5 years and understand that it's going to take time. But don't set some unrealistic goals to achieve whatever the fuck and then get mad because you didn't get that, because you didn't put any effort into the company besides putting shingles on a roof every fucking weekend. That's my rant. So, one more time. A entrepreneur is someone who wants to start a business, or maybe has started a business but it's not making any money and doesn't understand anything about offers or the business or anything like that. A solopreneur understands a little bit more, but since they know a little bit, they're arrogant in believing that because they know whatever the fuck they know, that they're good. And they don't have anyone helping them out. And if they do have someone helping them out, they're not worried about those people. They're worried about themselves. They're worried about money, and they don't care about anyone else. They're arrogant. Arrogance is the theme between solo and entrepreneurs. An entrepreneur is someone that humbles themselves, that understands it's not about them, it's about the customers, that understands they have to work very, very hard in the business, and that cuts out other things like video games and going out and drinking on the weekends and holidays so that they can work on their business. And they constantly strive to push the needle forward every single day aggressively. Those are the 3 categories. Comment below which one you think you're in and be humble about it, man. If you're not in the category you want to be in, that's okay. I want to do like some form of like group calling, or not group calling. I want to do some form of like one-on-one coaching for free, just for fun. So, you know, if you watch this far in the video and you're maybe an entrepreneur and you want some coaching, comment coach under this video, and then I'll send you a DM back. Or actually, let's do it like this: comment coach and then your Instagram handle, and then I'll go follow you on Instagram and we can talk from there. So awesome. And it'll be like a 30-minute call just for free, like 30 minutes. We can just hop on a call and I can maybe try and help you out. So yeah, just comment coach and your Instagram handle and we can talk from there if you're interested. So thank you for watching. My name's Steven. Like the video. Have a great day. Stop scrolling through social media. It's bad for you.